Hi library friends, this is Miss Lian from the Huntley Area Public Library, and today we're back with another craft video. Since Mother's Day is coming up, I thought we'd make some nice placemats to set up the table for a nice Mother's Day breakfast. Let's get into the video. So supplies you need paper. If you have any colored paper, I would grab probably 5 different colors if you have them. You'll need some markers if you don't have colored paper so you can design your own. And then you'll need some scissors. So first you need a white sheet of paper. We'll call this paper A, and then the other papers, they're all gonna be B because they're gonna be the ones going the opposite way of the paper A. So we're gonna take paper A and we're gonna fold paper A in half, hamburger style. So it doesn't have to be exactly in half because we're just going to be using that to cut it. So we're going to be cutting this paper into 8 different slots. The easiest way is to cut it in half and then cut it in half and then cut it in half. So here's how we're doing it. We're not going to cut completely all the way to the top. We're just going to leave maybe an inch at the top. So we're going to cut it in half first. So we're gonna leave that inch at the top. And then we're gonna cut the halves in half. Oops. All right, so now we have 4. Now we're gonna cut 4 more slits in the 4 sections. And remember, you do want to leave an inch at the top. Now the sections don't have to be perfect in the middle. Just need to make it so that you have 8 different slots. So now I have my colored paper. I have 5 different colors. We're not going to use them all, so we can use the rest of them as scraps for maybe a Mother's Day card if you want to make a Mother's Day card. You don't have to leave the inch at the top because we're going to be cutting out ribbons of paper. So, and these ones actually don't have to be even. It's just however you want your thickness of the ribbon to be. So I'm gonna make them probably like an inch. So if you want to make some flowers, this is the easiest way for me that I find making the flowers. So you want to make a big oval in the middle. So that's going to be the center of your flower. Oh, let me zoom in. Oops. And then you're going to make 5 ovals around the flower. So you're gonna make 1, they can be different sizes, it doesn't matter. You could even make a couple more petals if you wanted to. So in this one, it looks like I'm gonna have an extra petal. So now this flower has 6 petals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you're just gonna keep filling the whole ribbon or whatever you're gonna cut out with all the flowers. All right, so for the ones that you designed, you're just going to do the exact same thing. You're going to fold the paper in half. And then cut an inch or however big you want the ribbon to be. So I'm going to make it as big as that one pink flower is. Okay, okay. Alright, So now I have my strip of flowers. This is what I'm going to put in the middle of my placemat. Now you can design the placemat however you want to, since it is going to be your placemat that you're going to be using to set the table. So I have all my ribbons cut out. So now we're going to bring back our paper A. You can kind of see the different slots. So we're going to take our first ribbon and we're going to weave it through the different slots. For our first ribbon, we're going to go over the first section, under the first slot, over under, over, under, over, and then under. And then you kind of want to push the paper all the way to the top. We have our first ribbon in. Now we're going to take our next ribbon and we're going to do the opposite way. So you do under, under, over, under. This may take a little bit of time because the paper is being a little tricky. Now if you did our yarn weaving one, this concept is going to be pretty easy for you. It is going to be trickier than the yarn because paper isn't as flexible as the yarn was. So you're going to want to tuck that as close to the red one as you can. So let's try and up there. Move this up there. And move this up there. Perfect. Green one, and we're going to go over the first one, under the second one, over the first. It's going to get trickier as you get closer to the end. So we're going to put in one more. I think we're going to do red. So the easiest way for the end pieces is if you lift up the slots that you're going to go under, you can just slide your paper underneath that slot. So you're going to go to the back of the paper and you're going to lift up that slot and then hold it with your two fingers and just kind of push your paper through like that. So now you can see that there is a little gap at the end. So what you want to do to fix that up is you want to push that last piece of paper to the edge of it and then just rearrange your other paper so that they're separated as even as possible. Okey-doke. So move the center paper there. Alright, that looks about even. So now what you're going to do is you're going to cut all the pieces. Oh, now what you can do is you can either cut all these off or you can tape it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut it and then I will tape down the sides. So you're going to grab some piece of tape and you want to tape those flaps down so that they're not flying around or flopping around. Backside, you don't want the tape to be showing through the front. So what you're gonna do is take your piece of tape and tape it right here. So you want to grab the ones that are the floppy ones. You can cut the flaps down just a little bit. You want to flip it over and you have your placemat. So what you're going to need to set the table is a napkin. You're going to need some silverware. You want to make sure you have a knife, fork, and spoon just in case anyone needs all that. Then you're going to need something to drink. And then you're going to want your food.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you log on to huntleylibrary.org for all your digital content you have access to with your library card. Stay safe. May the 4th be with you.